niggas. You know, so we ain't really never had no old money. We got a whole lot of new money, though. Raindrop, drop, smoking, no cooking, the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, dot. Cooking up dope in the
Deep.
pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't trust nobody with the trick, nobody. All of the gang and they come and get gang. Got me a river to do with the shit. Bad and boozy, bad. Cooking up dope with a boozy. My niggas is sad, move. We got thudders and 100 round too. My bitch is bad and boozy, bad. Cooking up dope with a boozy. My niggas is sad, move. We got thudders and 100 round too.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Excited to have you guys with us. Welcome to your afternoon BetSPRESSO right here on the Betting News Network. That's Shaggy Bets. That's Just Sook. That is NZ. My name is Sweatpants Jesus. Stoked to have you guys here on the channel. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. It's Friday Junior, boys. Weekend's almost here. They almost let us get here. Let's rock and roll. How we doing? You guys ready to rumble?
Yes, sir. Friday Junior. Y'all made it to the weekend. Let's get it.
Hell yeah. We got Padge in the chat. We appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out on Twitch, on YouTube, or on X. Also, hi, NZ. We didn't get to talk to you right before the show started, so we'll just say to you right now. What's up,
Stuck right in there.
Stuck right in there. Give the man the Z. Yeah, we were all asking for it.
Why am I backwards? I gotta figure that out.
You can unmirror your camera on the settings.
That's probably
Yeah,
right.
You looked right to me.
It looked correct for us. It was backwards for you. I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, there we go. Excited to have you guys here. Thanks for being here. To finish off your Thursday, massive day today. We're going to talk a little bit about the Pope. We got the new Pope in the house, in the Vatican. And he's American, chat. We're going to talk about that for a few minutes. We got our friends from BetAlytics in the chat. We're going to have Rob up here in just a few minutes to give us the data-backed plays as well. We're going to do a new segment today with our friends at Smackin' Seeds. We're going to play What's Smackin', chat. And then we're going to jump into the NHL and the NBA playoffs for you guys at the end of the show. So stick around. We got an hour of fun coming at you guys live and hanging out for the rest of the show. Okay, sounds good, sir. Sounds good. Boys, how's it Thursday? Rock and rolling? Feeling good?
Yes, sir.
Vibes are high?
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not feeling that good, but we don't need to talk about that at all.
That's fair. I'm not gonna make you roll around. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you
when does
roll
that
around in your
series
grave.
start?
So can you loan me 20 bucks?
Nick Celtic series. When does that start?
I don't know.
It's got to be soon, right?
We got a sub bang, not to change the subject, but we got a
Oh,
sub bang.
wow.
I don't have to change the subject.
How
Thank you,
convenient.
Rob.
But so can you front me 20 in all serious? Can you front me 20?
Got me feeling ricey.
Got a convenient sub bang. Get you through that process. There you go. Appreciate you, BetAlytics. Thanks for stopping by. Glad to have BetAlytics back in the house. But all right, so like I said, huge news today. Not really sports related, but huge news for pretty much the rest of the world. Let's talk about the new Pope, man. NZ texted me that I posted some stuff that was inaccurate today, so we're going to try to get all possible on the accuracies. This is Pope Leo the 14th. This is the new Pope who was announced today. First American Pope in the history of Popedom.
Ever.
Of history of ever. Yep, indeed, the history of ever. Here's a couple stats about this lovely man. Robert Francis Prevost, the first U.S.-born pope. He also holds Peruvian citizenship, boys, as he spent many years as a missionary in Peru, and later as the archbishop. And then, as you can see, he was anointed the pope today. NZ texted me this. I thought this was super interesting too. So obviously, his name was not Prevost, or his name is Prevost, but he chose to be Pope Leo the 14th. Which is committed to the social teaching of the church, which is made foundational by his predecessor, Leo the 13th. So it kind of goes to show like what he's going to do as a pope with the different name that gets chosen, which I thought was pretty interesting. You guys over there being either active or previous Catholics knew that, but I'm sure a lot of people in the chat maybe didn't know that. So super cool. Now that's the serious stuff out of the way. Obviously, it's dope having a new pope. American Pope, pretty cool. But chat, I don't know if you guys seen this, but the timeline has been going absolutely bananas all day, and there's been some gems because this man's from Chicago or from the Chicago area, he's a Midwest guy, and some of them are just absolute gold. This is the first one. Annie Agar also posted this, but this was the OG one. Chicago got a Pope before it got a QB to throw for 4,000 yards in a season. Villanova on an epic run this week. Also Pope went to Villanova, and obviously, unfortunately, so we got to bring it up again. The Knicks are up 2-0 with basically the Villanova Knicks. This one's really good too. The Body and the Blood of Christ from the Chicago area, the deep dish pizza.
Oh shit!
From the Lord, which is really good.
I'm passing on both.
Yeah, miss me with that. Absolutely not.
Deep dish and the Lord.
Yeah, there's the new Pope doing a Chicago style things.
I've seen that one.
There we go.
There's a lot of really good ones out there.
Yeah.
Those are just a few of them, though. But then this is one to kind of cap us off. Stuck made this. This is obviously rest in peace, Pope Francis. Sports is a way to spend leisure time that arouses interest and opportunities for meeting, brings people together, creates communities, energizes life in an orderly manner, and promotes dreams. We obviously have a kick-ass community around these parts, and obviously rest in peace to the Pope and everything that the Pope represents. And sports brings us together, man. That's why we all do this, why we hang out with you guys. We also like hanging out with you guys, but it's vibes are high, man. So,
sorry, 1 second. Not to go back to this, but what I'm taking away from this is that God is on the side of the New York Knicks.
According to this,
it might be.
I mean, with the past 2 games, Lord, somebody's on their side. I don't know who, but somebody is.
Of course, Jason. Of course, Gerald's in the chat too. Also, bad day for Jason Tatum Superman ad to drop.
I'm gonna have to get V to call one of his 10,000 gods and get somebody on our side because teams aren't even right now, boys.
You don't think he's been talking to? You don't think he's been talking to them already? I mean, come on now.
He's tried everything at this point.
Yeah,
he did some satanic rituals last night to get this to reverse.
Right,
brother. You should see some of the stuff he's been texting us. Shout out to Dog D Sauce. What's up, Asiatic? What's up, chat? Yeah. So, thoughts on the Pope? I know anything.
Never thought we'd have an American Pope. That's for sure.
Agreed.
But here we are. So shout out him, Leo the 14th.
I think I don't
know if this makes me a narcissist, right? But I think I'd choose a name that hadn't been done before if I were the Pope. I'd be like Francis and I want to be the first.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
I did when I was looking it up that John is the most common Pope name that gets used. I think it's like 14 or 15 popes have chosen John.
Yeah.
I bet Stoney's not taken.
Probably not.
Pope Stoney.
Pope Stoney. That'd be the first. That's for sure.
That would be awesome. Good stuff. All right. Well, shout out to Pope, as I said. Shout out to all the people also delivering on the timeline all day with Pope. Good, not friendly fun. You know, everybody can appreciate that it's a good joke. Obviously, also American. Chicago's probably going bananas right now.
I saw one with him, in his Pope stuff, but he had the Bears patch here. He had a hot dog, a Chicago hot dog in his hand. He had he had all sorts of little things on him from sports thing. It was pretty funny.
Man, if any Chicago team wins a championship this year, anything, this man will be permanently goated in the city of Chicago forever.
That ain't happening.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree, but you never know, man. If the Knicks end up winning the title, he's probably going to be that too.
If they put a Portillo's in the Vatican, I'm still ordering the burger. I'm just saying.
Oh, come on.
Just saying.
You don't think Angel Reese can win a WNBA championship at NZ?
No. Negative.
Not this year.
Not with the Indiana Fever. See
With
the
the
trio
Pope?
they're rocking out. Good luck.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the Fever look awesome. WNBA right around the corner, man. NZ's getting excited. No,
8 days.
8 days, baby. 8 days. All right, that's the Pope. We got plenty of time to talk about some other stuff in the world, but we got some sports to talk about. So let's bring up our special guest. See you a little bit later. You guys know the deal. One of the best intros on the channel. Let's jump in the lab.
Oh boy, wonder what they're gonna get into today. Back to the lab again. Oh no, back to the lab again. We messed up. Back to the lab again.
stay fly till I die.
Bang. What's going on, Roberto? How you doing, man?
Glide. Vibes are
there we go.
Vibes are high. The sun is shining. My Maple Leafs are thriving.
Ooh.
And yeah, and we got some really good plays I feel really good about today. So
hell yeah. Yeah, man, you're probably living on cloud 9 right now. 2-0 lead for the Leafs. Looking yeah, that was bars. Absolutely. You guys didn't know that Rob's a rapper on the side.
Thought he was dropping a haiku on us.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, a Rob coup. What? Rob's going to give you guys the plays from BetAlytics.com. If you haven't gotten involved with BetAlytics, I haven't had them on the program for a couple of weeks. Go check them out at BetAlytics.com. You can get all the data and so much more for all the major sports. Got awesome packages. You guys can get a subscription for 30% off with our promo code BNews as well. Let's jump into the lab. Let's see what you got. I know you got some MLB, got some you got some hockey, and I think some basketball. I know you got MLB and some hockey.
Yeah, we got the trio. We're gonna hit all leagues tonight. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Where do you want to go first?
Yeah, I got the ice pulled up, so we'll jump into our top NHL play for tonight. It's a shot on goal prop with a ladder opportunity. Top shot on goal prop tonight is Shea Theodore on Vegas. We have him going well over his 1.5 line with a 66% win probability. Like I said, that's our top NHL play tonight. And Theodore's, the models is really picking up on Theodore's shot on goal rate is just absolutely surging in the playoffs. He was 1.91 shots per game in the regular season. That shot up to 2.57 in these playoffs. And then in his last game set shoots up even higher to 3.4 shots per game. In that span, he has a 3 shots and a 6-shot performance. So as a just great parlay builder, you can get this 2 shots at minus 174. I'm also going to ladder it up to 3 shots at a nice plus money, plus 178. Like I said, he's just been thriving in the playoffs. He is the only offensive option for Vegas on the blue line, so he's just relied upon heavily to jump into the play. The rest of the D-men are just a bunch of kind of stay-at-home monsters, and he's quarterback in the power play. And like I said, he's just getting a lot more offensive than what we saw out of him during the regular season.
Nice. We're going to talk about this game a little deeper. I know Shags wrote about this one. He's got some thoughts on the Oilers coming in, looking to go up 2-0. You got a thought on the side before we jump to the diamond or to the hardwood
for this game?
Yeah,
it's really hard to read because I haven't seen Vegas actually playing great in these playoffs, and Edmonton has this weird thing. They did it the exact same time as last year too. Like you didn't think they had any depth, goaltending, defense is really shoddy, and they just relied too heavily on those top 2 guys. But I think I just seen a stat like 7 of their last 8 goals weren't Draisaitl or McDavid. So this team's really coming together at the right time. I haven't loved what I've seen out of Vegas. I think I'd have to go Edmonton again with the value.
Shags might feel the same way, but we'll wait until a little bit later. Cool. Yeah, there you go. A little preview, a little sneaky producer preview right there. Let's go. All right, you want to go to the diamond next, Robert? Or you want to jump to the hardwood?
Yeah, we'll go over to the diamond.
Okay.
We're going to hit up our top player prop. We're going to go Buddy Hield on his over his threes. Earlier in the season, in the playoffs, he wasn't see here. His threes is a 5-star projection. Earlier in the series, he wasn't getting as many minutes. Obviously, with Steph Curry in there, it was I think we've seen it as a 2 and 3-star. As soon as he was ruled out, shot up to a 5-star projection. Obviously, he becomes the main focal shooting threat with no Steph Curry tonight. And just some little tidbits about Hield in these playoffs. He's played 4 games these playoffs where he played 30-plus minutes. In these games, he averaged 5.5 threes on an average 9.75 attempts. So almost 6 threes on 10 attempts, which is crazy. And then he's played 4 games these playoffs where he played under 20 minutes. In these games, he averaged not even a 0.75 threes on an average 2.75 attempts. So obviously with Curry out, he's pretty much guaranteed to play over 30 minutes in this one. And then when he has, he's been absolutely cooking. I think he's something ridiculous, like 9 for his last 15 threes in the last 2 games or something. So,
Sheesh.
Played 40 minutes game 1. It's become a little bit of a funny thing between him and Jimmy Butler of the whole Batman Alfred Robin funny thing now that Steph's out. But they need his offense, like you said. With no Steph in the lineup, he took a lot of threes. He also had 8 rebounds in that game for game 1. So he's going to be on the floor a lot, and they're going to be relying on him and his offense. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can get the forward, already plays plus money, and like I said, when he plays over 30, he's averaging 5.5. So that's a great other ladder option at plus 240. If he doesn't hit any of these, it's not going to be because he wasn't chucking them up. It's probably because he went 2 for 10 or something. The attempts are going to be there. So as long as he keeps up somewhat close to his efficiency that he's been doing when he plays the minutes, this one should hit.
Hell yeah. All right. So Buddy Hield to kind of keep doing what he's been doing, and with Steph being out of the lineup. All right, last one. Go to the diamond. Jump into the baseball and take it away. What you like on the diamond?
Yeah, so we'll jump into the baseball. On BetAlytics.com, we have these team trends pages here. And what I like to do, we're having great success with our MLB. We hit the team trends pages first. We like to see which teams are surging in offense. So you can see here just really quickly, you go in 2025 all season, Phillies have been scoring 4.83 runs. Last 20 games, 5.5. Last 10 games, that's gone up to 6.3. They're top 5 offense in the last 10 games. Yeah, there we go. You can see the trends page really quick. You just go to search your team, go to run score, and you can see they're surging up. They're top 5 offense right now. So obviously we're going to go on to attack one of their Phillies players. And Trey Turner comes up as their top guy, especially his hits and run markets. 5-star graded projections on both. Our grading projection, just your eyes immediately go to the top players. And then we can dig into the data a little bit. Trey Turner, he's got nearly 75% probability to get a hit and a 56 probability to get a run. And then just diving into his stats a little bit, they're absolutely ridiculous. This guy's off the charts. He's batting .432 over his last 10 games, 10 runs scored in those last 10. He's got 6 multi-hit games in the span where he's got 2, 3, and a 4-hit performance. So 6 out of 10 games, he's getting multi-hit games. And then his run market is obviously his most popular. He usually finds a way to get home. So you can take his 2 hits at plus 175 or just as a nice single or a parlay builder. 2+ hits, runs, RBIs, just needs a hit and a run, hit an RBI for minus 140. One of the hottest players and one of the hottest offenses in the MLB.
Nice. Some love for Trey Turner. Shag's also wrote about this game, but I think he's going to get into his play in just a minute in our new segment.
I love this, though. Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Good stuff, Rob. Well, glad to have you back. As you guys see, go check out BetAlytics.com. They've got a bunch of new stuff on the platform. We all use it every single day. Go pay for tools, not for picks, chat. 30% off your subscription right down there for BetAlytics. They have a cool Discord. They have a channel in our Discord as well. So get involved with what they have going on. You also get possibly Rob will be really nice if they smack a crazy bet. He'll send you one of those dope hats on top of his head. He's been known to do that every once in a while as well. Rob, before we let you roll, man, which one of these plays do you want in the parlay? What's your favorite?
I'm going to go. If it's not too juicy for the parlay, I'm going to go Theodore 2 shots. If you want a little more favorable odds, we'll do the Trey Turner HR.
I like the Theodore.
Yep.
I'm down for the Theodore. I can get down with that. For 2. So, all right, brother. Great to have you back. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time on this beautiful Thursday. Go out there. And how's your daughter before we let you roll?
Cool. Growing like a weed, buddy.
I bet, man. I bet. Well, W Dad, thanks for being here, man. Enjoy the game tonight. Go Leafs, and we'll have you back next week.
Absolutely. See you guys.
Later homie. See you, man. Take it easy. Oh, W Rob. Absolutely big dubs. Chat, like we talked about, there are lots of different tools that we provide via bettingnews.com. You can go read the reviews for BetAlytics that we have on the channel. And you can also get the subscription. It's changed a little bit. They added a few things, so they bumped up their price a tiny bit in comparison to what they had previously, but you still get 30% off if you use our promo code. Let's go check out what they have at betalytics.com. Gerald, he didn't want to be 5 guys on the screen. So
we threw him in the basement. Don't let anybody fool you.
Yeah, he's down there. Don't worry. He's doing okay. He's got snacks. He's cool.
Hey, but yeah, he's got snacks. Yeah, Rusty, brother, set an alarm. You know, it's one of those things. But you're here. So, yeah, you guys before we do our next segment, did you guys see this today?
Hey, man of his word, right?
Yeah, respect.
Yeah,
respect.
gotta tip the cap to him there. So 20 miles, I would not have done that. But
Do you guys believe that he actually walked the full 20?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
He had a poop somewhere in there, I'm sure.
Sure.
They pulled out the wheelchair.
Yeah,
Sucked like that.
It probably helped. You needed the wheelchair at particular points.
I mean, 20 miles. Did he get there yet? Like,
he just got there. I saw the video right before we started that he
just got there.
Yeah,
I don't know. I probably believe it.
How many hours?
A day off.
Like he started at like 8 this morning.
Oh yeah,
so
it took
him that long to walk 20 miles. Holy shit!
You ever walk 20 miles, dude? Takes a long time.
I mean,
that's like 6-7 hours, and that's if you got a little.
That's if you're hustling.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And homie was sauntering.
Yeah,
so I don't think
he was not walking fast.
Let's see how many steps I walked in AC before we get all crazy here. Okay.
He also didn't sleep, so there's that too.
I was gonna say.
Stop making excuses for him.
Are they counting steps? Just shifting at the table too.
18,000 steps. I don't know how many miles that works out to though.
Like 2.
It had to be more than 2.
Not that many.
Yeah. Yes. You'd be surprised. I would be shocked.
Definitely not 20.
Definitely not 20. I'd be shocked if he walked the whole thing. Be shocked. But if he did, shout out. I mean, I don't know.
He at least faked it. So good.
He committed to the bit.
Right.
So good for him on that one. Speaking to committing to the bit, we have a new bit on the show. New segment, chat, just for you guys. Here we go. All right, this is our new segment, What's Smacking, brought to you by our new sponsors, Smacking Seeds. Shaggy Bets is going to give you his favorite What's Smacking bet of the day with some seeds in his mouth.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. You know me, Midwestern guy, got to bust out the ranch. Going with the ranch so far, the best flavor. Oh, shit, I dropped one. I can't be having that. Where'd it go? Doggos, you can't be getting that. And we'll find it later. All right, here we go. Smacking Seeds, ranch in the mouth. You know who else is smacking tonight? The gosh darn Phillies. They're bats. BetAlytics just talked about it. We're taking the Phillies on the run line, plus 125, plus 105 right now on BetOnline. Still plus money. Phillies looking to completely sweep today down in Tampa Bay, taking on the Rays. Already beat them 8-4 the first game, coming off a 7-0 shutout. Now, the Phillies are hot. BetAlytics said so. They are hot, winning 2 straight for their last 5, 8 of their last 10. 8-9 record on the road, not great. But Jesus Luzardo on the bump. The Rays, the worst team in baseball over the last 10 games, hitting a measly 190. That goes up to 193 during the month of May, the last 8 days. But they only hit 182 as a team against lefties. Jesus Luzardo on the bump for the Phillies. The dude's absolutely shoving 2+ earned runs in just 3 of his 7 starts this year, only giving up 3+ once. I think he continues to shove. I think the Phillies bats stay hot, and I think the Phillies complete the sweep and win by 2 tonight. So plus money, giving the Phillies by 2. That is what's smacking tonight.
Dubs. Big dubs.
Now you can listen to me crunch seeds for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, because you don't want to waste that flavor. You guys know the deal.
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
they are edible because they're nice seeds. As you guys know, get the promo code Vibes. We had somebody order 2 orders, man. We already got 2 people buying some seeds using our promo code. Let's go. Promo code Vibes, 10% off. Shags, how's the ranch?
The ranch is fire. Oh my gosh. You guys saw me on stream the other day. I tried it on air. Phenomenal. I mean, ranch guy, obviously Midwestern guy. The ranch is great. I got the garlic parm too. Interested to try those. I think they'll be amazing as well. Ranch is phenomenal though. Highly recommend.
I have the garlic or the cheddar jalapeno, which is
how are those? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely delicious. So good. Yes, they're available in stores. You guys can go to smackandseeds.com, use our promo code Vibes, like I said, to get 10% off. They're a little bit more expensive than generic seeds, but as you can see, these bags are ginormous. They're also resealable.
Resealable.
And they're nice. NZ will be doing What's Smacking next time on the show.
You should have seen me last night. I was like a machine with those things last night because I can only chew out of one side of my mouth. So I was legit breaking the shell on one side, moving the seed and packing it like a zin on the other side, and then just kept on rotating. And then I had a whole mouthful of seeds. It was a beautiful thing.
Just get them delivered directly to you. Indeed, they got great online services. But shout out our new segment, What's Smacking? Let's get after it. And Shags, apparently you have the best one. So I'm excited to hear your review of this particular one, which is going to be dope.
I'm sure it's great. I'll probably get my wife in on that one.
Oh, for sure. Cirque, are you going to get some up in Canada?
Maybe I'll drive down. I found a store today. I went online, saw the store locator, but also they do deliver to Canada. So if I want to be lazy, I can still use the Vibes code if I'm in Canada.
Let's go.
It's not lazy. That's smart.
Yeah, that's smart.
Silly.
It's when laziness is smart, it's just being smart. Love to see it. Good stuff.
I am. Don't worry.
Yeah. I don't want to know that one, man.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Yikes.
Tony, perfect timing.
Yeah, for real.
You got the baseball from BetAlytics and from Shags. BetAlytics likes the Phillies too. They get like Trey Turner, and you like the Phillies by 2. Let's jump into the ice, boys. Let's talk about the NHL. 2 games on the ice tonight. Chat was just talking about them. We'll go in order. Go the first one. Game of Inzy talked about this one at bettingnews.com. Go peep the scribs. As always, Canes, Caps. Canes stole game 1. You seeing the same thing in this one, Inzy? What are you liking in this game?
I am going with the Caps here. At the plus money, at home, backs against the wall, must-win game. I feel the same way about the other game, but we'll get there when we get there, Shags. But yeah, I mean, listen, at home, they didn't get blown out of game 1. They do need to shoot more though. Like they shot like absolute garbage, but in the end, it was a close game straight to the end. I mean, it went to overtime, so it's not like they really weren't in the game. If they can produce offense like they have this year, find the back of the net like they did this year, they were the first in the league with goals scored. I think that they should easily be able to take this game down tonight. Be honest with you, the props are a little for this game. You know, it's hard to kind of read these 2 teams. The Canes have always been a tough team. I mean, one guy that's been playing well is Logan Stankoven, my son's favorite player, but 2+ shots on goals around -180. So it's very, very juiced. You could pair that with the BetAlytics pick with Shea Theodore, is also very juiced. You probably get some nice plus money, 2 guys, 2+ shots each. But the only other thing that I kind of liked was Ovi for a point. He got blanked last game. He has a really good history against Carolina. They need him to get involved. I mean, if he doesn't get involved, they're going to have some serious trouble and a very disappointing end to a season that's been so good for them. But yeah, those are my plays for that game.
So you like the Caps?
I do like the Caps tonight.
Okay. Shags, what are your thoughts on this game?
I do not like the Caps. I like the Canes. I'm on the Canes. I'm actually on the under as well. Took the under up to 6.5, but parlayed those for +150. You said it, Inzy. The Caps, they need to shoot more. 14 SOGs is not going to get the job done. Canes only had to block 9 shots. That's not enough attempts against a Canes team that peppered the net 33 times. The Caps had to block 32 shots, and that doesn't even include anything the Canes missed wide. So when you shoot the puck in hockey, good things happen. I think this Canes team is very battle-tested, especially in the playoffs, and I think they're going to come to play today. They're good on both sides of the puck, clearly peppering the net plenty, but then also limiting their opponent's attempts. So I got to side with the Caps. I think we do see a low-scoring game. This was my same lean in game one, was the under and the Canes. Only went with the under, didn't take the Canes, but today combining the two of them for a little plus money. So that's how I see this one going tonight.
Chat, there you go. You get, if you like either side, you decide which side you want to take. And we won't put neither of these in our parlay.
You can blame either of us. It works out.
Exactly. You can blame either one.
Listen, this isn't the NBA. Both road teams are not winning both games. It just ain't happening. This ain't the NBA.
Oh no!
You mean both game twos? You mean after what we saw, the crazy stuff going on in the NBA? And Betsy and I talked.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Canes are the favorite this time. Never mind. I was gonna say they both robbed game one on the road as well.
On the road, yeah. Betsy and I talked about this series on Tuesday. We tried to get cute and make a little parlay with all the props. And I hate betting both of these teams from the props perspective. The Caps are fine, but the Canes are just so difficult to get on the right side of. You know, I had all this big sell job for Sebastian Aho for a assist and a point, and he didn't do jack shit. So
game ones are tough too.
Yeah, new series, totally new situation. You don't really know what's going to happen. But second game on the West Coast, last game of the night. Shags will let you lead us off for this one. BetAlytics already talked about how they kind of lean with the oil. I think that's where you're going too, eh?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I like the Oilers. I got them on the money line plus 114. I think you can find a little bit better number now. But the Oilers are a streaky team, man. They have now won 5 straight games. They've won 3 straight against the Knights, actually, including 2 in Las Vegas. I was not coming into this series thinking sweep. I definitely think we see a sweep if the Oilers take it tonight. I don't see them going back to Edmonton and losing a game. But, you know, I've been one that has preached the Knights at home, the Knights at home, the Knights at home, but not in the past 2 seasons. They have clearly missed the offense of Jonathan, what's his name?
Marshall.
Yeah.
I
know his name. They're not the same team that went to the Stanley Cup. You know, they're not this team that's invincible at home, and the Oilers clearly showed that in game one. So I just think the Oilers, obviously, they've got all the attack on paper. And I think they keep it going in game 2. This is a real streaky game. Aiden Hill really needs to step up for the Knights, but you know, the Oilers, they outshot the Knights by 11 in game 1. Again, you pepper the net, good things happen. I like the Oilers to keep it going tonight, win game 2.
Okay. And Z, are you on the other side of this one too?
I got the same reasoning as the Caps that they can't lose this game. But I mean, they're 29-9-3 at home this year. They're not a bad home team at all. But on the flip side, both teams were good at home and on the road. So they both have a way well over and nicely well over a 500 average. But so Knights, I don't know, man. They've been a sneaky team. They're definitely not getting swept, but I don't see them. I don't know, man. They got to win this game. They got to win this one. Got to win this game. I mean, they're a team that has been playing well all year. I mean, I would be shocked. I really would. I'd be shocked. I get the streakiness. They do tend to go on those large runs. The Oilers, they did it last year to get into the playoffs. They did it in the Stanley Cup final where they came all the way back from being down. I don't know. Magic's got to run out eventually. But this is also just one game.
I thought it was also really interesting how Rob talked about how, what did he say? 7 of the last 8 goals have not been from Draisaitl or McDavid, which means the other guys are producing for this team, which has always been the one thing about the Oilers of like
McDavid's only got 2 in the postseason. Yeah, the guy's got 11 assists, but
yeah, he came back around last game. I noticed he finally started shooting the puck.
Yeah, his SOGs hit last game. But very interesting to see how this is going to go, because I agree if going back 2-0, having to play game 3 in Rogers Place, being down 2-0 is going to be really tough. So fun times in the Yoffs, though, boys. It's been an electric time. 2 game 2s tonight. Last thing to discuss with you guys today is the NBA playoffs. Only 1 game tonight. We'll talk about what we're going to put in the parlay. I feel like we're going to have to finagle.
Yeah, we might have to adjust.
We'll have to adjust a few things and see what we're going to find. Well, we've already got Theodore's shots from BetAlytics, so we'll figure out what we're going to do there. Sook, you want to come up and talk NBA a little bit with me while we talk about this game tonight? Another game 2 in the association back in Target Center. I found out today with Colby when we were sweating on playback that did you guys know that Target started in Minnesota? That is why Target Center and Target Field Because we were watching the Twins game. Shout out the Twins also for scoring in the bottom of the first to get our Yerfie. Let's go. That's Target Field, and then this is Target Center. And I was like, there must be a reason. And Target is actually from that area. Started in the first one in Minnesota.
I think they're still the main sponsor of Minnesota United too. Yeah. They're on the front kit of Minnesota United. So
they just splashed all of their stuff all over all the sports in Minnesota. Probably the Wild too. Do the Wild play in Target Center as well?
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's the same venue as the T-Wolves.
I think they play in Excel something center.
Oh, Excel Center. You're right.
You're right. Oh, well, they didn't get the hockey. Damn it, Target. Anyway, back to the Target Center tonight. Game 2. No Steph Curry, as Rob was saying earlier. Steph Curry will be out with a hamstring strain. He's probably going to miss this game and a couple more in this series, depending on how he recovers. 10.5-point favorites for the Wolves after dropping Game 1. Jimmy Butler looks to come in and be the guy. As Rob said earlier, Buddy Hield was awesome in Game 1. Ant-Man and the Timberwolves shot putridly in Game 1. They were absolutely terrible in that game, and because of that, they lost. 10.5-point favorites, though, tonight to even off the series. These lines have meant nothing in most of these games. The line last night for the Thunder meant something against the Nuggets, but the Nuggets forgot they had a basketball game last night. However, every other game, as NZ said, dogs have either been winning outright or very easily covering these 9 or 10-point spreads. Before I got a couple props. I'm sure you got some thoughts on this game too. So just from an overall perspective, what do you think about this game? Do you think the Wolves are going to come out and really hand it to the Warriors here? Or do you think the 2.5 or 10.5 is too many points?
The 10.5 is scary. I was kind of worried with the Celtics 10.5 yesterday too, but I didn't think they would lose. But here you got Jimmy Butler on the other side. I think the books are kind of telling you they might be a little bit scared of this as well, because some of the lines that do seem playable, you go look at the odds and they're very, very juiced. So there's chance here that the Warriors do make noise, and I am very much scared of that. And that's why I really do like another play. It's really juiced though. Anthony Edwards for just 3 turnovers. I think the Warriors absolutely blitz the ever-living crap out of him, just making anybody but him make a play. And I've talked about this so much that 3 turnovers for a lead guard, that's not a lot, especially in a playoff game. It's a little juice. -165 is what I got it for, but I think that's a great play in this one. Also, I really looked at Draymond's 5 assists. Pretty low. That's juiced as well, but I think the books are kind of telling you that the Warriors have a chance to make noise in this one. That's why we're not getting anything fun. I also really did like, and I did play this for only half a unit, but Moses Moody over 9.5 PRA. We saw Kuminga kind of out of the rotation there. Moody's played well on the road. I think he's a good defender, very, very long and athletic. He fits in this series, and I like his over 9.5 PRA, half a unit for plus 100. But those are 2 things I had. 1 turnover play, that's 3 stars from BetAlytics, and Moses Moody, a role player. Nothing sexy here.
So gave you guys the disgusting stuff that you guys are going to bet more than the chalk that I'm about to give you. But
is it Jimmy? Is it Jimmy tonight?
I'll get there.
That's what I need. That's what I need to know. Is it his PRA? I think it's his PRA.
I'll get there. I'm taking this guy first though. Suk just talked about how he's going to have the ball in his hands a lot. Chat's kind of talking about how and I mentioned earlier, he shot really poorly in Game 1, but he still took 22 shots. He's taken 22 or more shots in 5 straight games for this Warriors for this Timberwolves offense. Played 41 minutes in that game. He had 14 rebounds, which is a lot for Ant, obviously, but he's been attacking the glass, and that dates back to the Lakers series. Only 4 assists, which is pretty low for him. Wait, hang on, was it 2? Yeah, 2 assists on 4 potentials. But shot the ball pretty bad. I don't think that's going to happen again tonight. I think he's heard enough about the 3-point. He only took 5 threes. He got a little locked up in this particular series. They shot terribly from 3. And I mean, we saw the Celtics last night shoot terribly from 3 in the back-to-back games, but that's not statistically what normally happens with these teams. Usually they kind of return back to the mean. I don't know. I just think Ant's going to come out tonight and play downhill and aggressively. And I really like the PRA number. You can take the points, you can take the RA if you'd rather, or just the rebounds. As I said, he had 14 last game. NZ, here you go. The other side. I took his RA at 13.5. You can take the PRA if you would like. He's going to be very heavily involved in the offense. Flirted with a triple-double last game, obviously with Steph coming out of that game pretty early on. And when that happened, he became, as you can imagine, kind of the primary ball-dominant player. Draymond was also very influential with the assist and the RA. I looked at that too. But I just don't see a way that Jimmy Butler's not going to have his hands involved in this game in lots of different ways. I like the PRA if you'd rather go that route. I went the RA because he flirted with a triple-double last game. I did sprinkle the triple-double as well at plus 1,400 or 14-1. I just don't see a way that he's not going to have something to do with what the Warriors are going to do in this game. Whether they end up covering, I don't know. Whether they end up actually winning this game, I don't know. But if they end up winning and if they end up covering, it's probably because Jimmy Buckets is going to be doing what Jimmy Buckets normally does. So, yeah, I took the RA. Like the PRA too, Vinzi, though, if you want to go that route. I do think he's going to score the basketball tonight. He also shot pretty bad last game too, and he took a lot of shots, which we will see more of again tonight because there's no Steph and they need offense from anywhere they can get it. So
would you touch that 2 threes in the hostile environment? The fans that absolutely hate him, City in a franchise he shat on the way out, 2 threes plus 155.
I've been screwed on Jimmy threes so much. Dude doesn't shoot them.
I need to study like what you look at first and why your brain goes certain directions on certain things. Because that's like the last line for Jimmy that I'd want to go look at. But it's probably going to smack now that you bring it up. But
I haven't played it. I'm just assuming it's what we've seen with Draymond and why the Warriors have been more successful as of late. Draymond will take a large number of threes in the first quarter. And then you see if he keeps hitting them, he'll keep shooting them. But in the second half, teams are honest. When he pump fakes, they move on it because their brain is used to him shooting them. So it's a very weird, like high-level brain tactic. But I think Jimmy also, with them going under everything, he's going to have to shoot a couple. He's going to have to. I haven't played it. I just thought I'd bring it up.
Absolutely. Well, and it's
okay.
Go ahead.
No, his points are something sneaky to look at. I mean, his line's 9.5 for like even money. He's had 16 and 18 in his last 2 games. 15 plus points is plus 400 with no stuff.
To be fair, he made 4 threes last game, which is like the most outlier of outliers for Draymond.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So that's a bunch for him. So I don't see that happening necessarily because he also took 10 of them, as Sook was just saying.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
He's shooting a lot from 3 this off.
Yeah, his volume just all of a sudden went way up.
I also really like his RA, like I was saying. He had 8 boards and 6 assists in that game. It's going to turn into kind of a dribble handoff with him and Jimmy situation, and a lot of the shooters like Buddy Hield, Podziemski, Pat Spencer, those guys. And I feel like a lot of assists could be kind of easy of them just coming off those rub screens and taking shots. So his RA at what is it, 11.5 looks nice too for Draymond. You can take the PRA and see if you want. That could be easy. 21.5. I mean, he smacked that.
Might take the triple double.
All right, SPJ, you brought him up, and I have him circled. Pat Spencer, come on. What we've seen in garbage time for 2 games in a row, are we going to see this guy? You can get the PR 8.5 minus 120. This guy is a lacrosse legend and looks good on the court.
Oh, yeah, they do have it. They do have it. You have to bet it, Sook. You have to because you now are in love with Pat Spencer.
Okay,
I'm going to bet this guy now.
4 years of college lacrosse, 1 year of college basketball in grad school. Then he plays professional lacrosse for 2-3 years before working his way up from the G League now and into onto the Warriors postseason roster.
Played on the best team in Germany as well, trying to earn a G League spot.
Wow. Okay.
This guy's dope.
Story.
What should I do? Just the points then? 7.5?
Points I'm seeing 4.5. Where are you seeing 7.5? Oh yeah, it is 7.5.
I think I'm gonna do the PR 8.5.
PR.
Yeah, you can grab some rebounds. PR is 10.5.
Dude, he's Mac McClung, who Mac McClung wishes he was.
Yeah, you mean Colby? Indeed.
Spencer dunk? I don't know.
He can't dunk. Oh, he can yam on him. Probably not like Mac McClung though.
You're right. Yeah,
and definitely not like Colby.
Half unit on Pat Spencer PR.
Let's go.
All right, now, good stuff. It should be a fun one tonight. I'll be sweating this one out on playback. If you want to come join at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern to watch this game. If you want to come kick it and watch the game with me, I'll probably be by myself, but you guys can come and hang out with me whilst I enjoy the game later. Hopefully, it's a good game and not a blowout. So we shall see. We shall see. So before we jump in and cook the parlay, who do you think wins?
Oh, I'm wrong about everything. I thought the Celtics were going to go 16-0 to win the championship.
Yeah, that clip's gonna come back to bite you at some point.
Oh, I'm sure Gerald has it somewhere.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's already up.
It's queued up for
Just
sure.
waiting.
It's queued up for sure. Boys, do you guys have any thoughts on this game?
It's got to be the T-Wolves. 10.5 scary, but although that is the same thinking of it's got to be the Knights and it's got to be the Caps. So, and I'm fading both of them. So,
I was about to say, I'm buying the bad news. No Steph. Give me the Warriors.
Yeah.
Basketball, I always see people buy the bad news for some reason.
You know
I
what's
like
really
10.5.
weird though? I really love what Rob was saying about Buddy, because if Buddy Hield had stayed on his last team and continued to play like that for like 7 years or something, and Steph Curry had retired in 2026, Buddy Hield would actually end up being the all-time leader in 3 points in the history of the NBA, just because all this guy does is shoot.
Yep.
All he does is shoot threes.
oh yeah,
Jimmy told him so, that you should just be catching the ball and shooting.
all he needs to do. He's that good at it.
So I love BetAlytics, and I looked at this line too, and it makes so much sense. But his threes is plus over 4.5 or plus 130. He hit 5 and 9 in his last 2 games. Taking pretty decent volume, playing 40 minutes. His points is 14.5. He had 8 rebounds last game. His rebounding line is 4.5, 3.5. I don't know. It scares me. Something about this situation feels to me like that Buddy Hield's going to turn into a pumpkin, or it could be absolutely free. I bet Ty Jerome the other day, and it looked free, and he went 1 of 14 and didn't do jack shit.
1 of 14. The volume's there. I mean,
Sure, you can't knock it.
Dude has an off night. So
Can you bet on Buddy Hield's attempts from three?
Yeah, right.
You actually can suck in certain places,
Can you?
because
Okay.
that is going to be a high number.
So
to
bet
be fair,
ants while you're out there too.
Yeah.
facts. He only took 8 last game though, so like
Only.
he didn't. Yeah, well, but I mean, he is a 3-point shooter, because I was looking at this last night thinking the same thing. But you know how many shots? All right, 3-point shooter, right? He took 8 shots, 8 threes. How many shots do you think he took? Total field goals?
12.
Yeah, 12
or 19.
All right.
He took
Okay.
19 shots, so that means he was getting to the basket, got to the line, as well.
Austin's
So-
going back to Looney. I like that too.
Yeah. I had a lot of thoughts on the Buddy Hield thing, because I was looking at it and like really wanting to bet the shit out of it. And then I was like, this guy is so due to turn back into a little old Buddy Hield pumpkin. And but if that happens, the Warriors are going to get destroyed.
Buddy
Gosh,
Hield 3 assists is plus 130. If he just gets like swarmed,
This is also a decent point. Kaczynski, his lines were looking at me too.
odds.
Is that what they call him?
yeah,
I
P-Pod.
think Owen's just having some fun. Why can't I click the comment? There we go. Also, guys, I don't know if you know this, but our friend Owen sent us some music, and we started off Sauce Team with it yesterday.
Banger.
Banger.
Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you again, Owen. Yeah, there it is. Go check it out on Instagram. We got our buddy Taffy. We got Owen now. We're turning into a record label over here at Betting News.
I forgot about limes and tequila. Shit. It's been a minute.
That shows you how much you watch All Sauce Team.
Ouch.
You changed the song last time I watched.
We switched it back the last couple of shows. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, you son of a bitch. You.
Oh man. All right. There's the sports. We talked about the chat. What other sports betting show talks to you about the Pope? Talks to you, sells you some sunflower seeds. What else do you need? What else could you want?
Smacking.
They're smacking. You finished all of them too. Good job.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Way to go.
Sucked all the ranch seasoning off them.
Also, dubs to you that you got through the cell job without choking on any of them.
Yeah, I was a little worried.
Yeah.
I was a little worried.
Yeah, I was concerned as well. My problem is when I start chewing on the nuts themselves, and then I need to be careful the way I say this. Digest them. They get stuck in my throat, so then it's hard to talk. You know, gotta be careful of that one. Yeah, the dub's gonna be fun. It's gonna be the three of us on the screen.
I was about to
No
say, I
shade.
think that's going to be next week, right?
Yeah.
Next week.
We're back next week.
Next week, back baby.
Yeah,
The dub
figure out a day.
returns. Yep. Figure out a day. Figure out a time. We will be
There's a
back.
girl- Sorry, I was just gonna say there's a girl from Calgary on the Fever. I'm beyond excited.
Oh, what's her name?
Your love.
Edgem
Edgem. Okay.
Edgem.
that took in second round, I think. Of this draft.
Do a
this
lot
year.
with that last name.
Yeah, for real. There's so many names in the
Holy.
Just hit him right here. Boom.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you didn't let that one pass by. All right, guys, let's do some cooking. So we're starting off with Theodore. I need to open a separate situation here because I don't want to bet SOGs there. Okay, Mr. Shea, Theodore for 2 sogs, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we want to do the baseball? You want to take the Phils in here?
I'm down. I like the Philly.
I like your. You want to just do the? Do we just want to do the money line, or is it really juiced?
I don't think it's that juiced.
So there's a problem here with. Well, actually, let me see something before I say that.
Minus 150, minus 160. That's playable.
That's not bad.
There's a problem with Shea though.
Why?
What's wrong with?
The only option is 1 or 3. There's no 2. On the non-blue book, that is. The blue book has him at 2. The green book does not have him at 2.
Really?
Yeah, it's so strange.
So wild.
It's really weird.
Yeah, they do. You just have to scroll down to over under.
I'm literally looking at his alternates. It goes from 1 to 3.
Yeah, scroll down.
Yeah,
You got to go to like the actual over under.
Yeah, shots over under. Minus 182. I see it.
Minus 182. Yeah.
Oh, I was in the SGP thing, so that means we can't pick anything else from this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. This was a free money snipe.
Mhm.
It is rare that we all wear hats at this point. There's some days where Sook has his hair exposed.
Well, you said I looked like I took a nap, so I put my hat on right before the stream. I was just sitting here.
And a compliment, eh?
Colby, I'm on my way to get the milk, so just sit tight.
To be fair, Sook was supposed to be in the shadows today, and he rocked up, and his hair. You want to show the people what your hair looked like? They'll side with me. You look like you walked through a tornado. It was very curly. It looked nice. All right, Theodore, 2 shots. You found it, Inzy? Gravy now?
Yeah. It just kills my other play that I was going to give, so we'll go with Stankoven.
The Phillies, yeah, money line.
Mm-hmm.
That game.
Still.
Oh, that game starts soon.
Ooh, yeah, that is a 6 o'clock.
That's okay. Phillies money line,
Yup.
just to win. That's fine.
Yep. Get the W.
Get the dub. All right, what other hockey play do we want to add in here? I know you guys are kind of on opposite ends of the fence on sides.
I mean, technically, Stankoven plays for the Carolina Hurricanes if that works out.
I can get behind Stank
for a point.
No, 2 shots. It's juiced as hell.
Okay,
Stanky today. Or Stanky legs. Stanky for 2. Where is Mr. Stanky? There he is. That's not too bad. Minus 188 is fine. Okay.
Who are we taking from the NBA?
I don't know. You guys decide. Do we want to go with Ant? Do we want to roll with Butler? Do we want to roll with Moody? Do we want to roll with something in the chat?
Let's not do Moody.
Not too Moody. You nervous, Suck?
What about buddy threes for 3+? Just do 3+. It's juice.
I'd rather take the points if we're going to do that. 15+.
Buddy Hield?
Yeah.
You rather his points over threes? Hey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because of his volume, he's had 20+ in 2 straight games.
Both going to get there.
I would assume both will get there, but he only hit. Nas points is good too. Owen won't give up on the I do like B-Pod, his RA. Or we can roll with Jimmy. Or we can take the Warriors plus 10.5.
I don't hate that.
I can get down with that.
Yeah, Warriors spread.
I can get down with that.
NZ? Is this where we fumble the bag? We should have just taken Buddy the whole time, or are we going to take the Warriors?
We're going to find out.
Chat, you guys decide. Are you guys want to roll with what we're going to learn today? You guys want to roll with Buddy Hield or just the Warriors to cover and not lose by more than 10?
Warriors.
Golden
Come out
State.
and play.
Buddy
Buddy.
from regular
Buddy.
Hooper. Buddy can be our buddy.
Double digits in the
Wow,
playoffs.
the bets on this. This is strange. You know how they tell you like the percentage of the bets and stuff like that?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
It says 52% of the bets are on the money line on the Timberwolves, and they're minus 520.
That's
People
people
are
that
really
are
laying
nuking them. Well,
I think
people
that
bet
might
like
include
$5,000 or something. You know, like
Yeah.
those crazy bets you see.
That also might include the handle for parlays. I'm not sure.
Oh, that would make a lot of
That'd be a
sense.
very
That's-
popular pick
shit.
tonight.
That is
So just
Trent's
throw it
on.
in, yeah.
You guys know. All right, so chat's saying buddy.
All right,
Do
let's go with Buddy.
Do we just ignore them and take the Warriors?
Just take the points.
Yeah, take the points.
All right, chat. You guys can do buddy if you'd rather.
Give
How
them
about that?
something to.
Just like I told Vsauce, you'll never hear the end of this when Jason Tatum sells, which he did last night.
You never heard the end of it.
He hit me up, and I hadn't heard from him since I posted the first score at the end of game 1, and I was like, "Wow, he still likes me."
Don't ask.
He'll still talk to me.
I know. I'm sorry.
I love it,
be-
the regular Hooper.
To be fair, if we do buddy, we're probably going to get closer to plus 900. Whereas right now with these 4 legs, we're looking at plus 632
What if you did the
Wait,
Phillies?
Buddy for 3 or 4?
for 4.
Oh,
Bump the Phillies up to the run line.
We didn't even
Rudy
talk about
Gobert.
shit got wild all of a sudden. All right, hold on.
All right. I'm going to let's go back and let's ride with chat because I feel bad that I asked them and we're not going to ride with them.
Buddy for 3.
Buddy for 4. No, we're going 4.
Buddy for
3's like minus 300 almost, I think. Right?
We can
Isn't
still
it?
probably bump the Phillies up to the run line if we want to.
The
Yeah.
run line brings it to almost 1,000. The hockey legs are pathetic.
That's okay.
Jesus Christ. What are we doing here?
What we could also
still
do
there. They're a winner
There's-
all the same.
there,
Yeah,
it all counts. It all counts. Theodore for 2, Stankoven for 2, be stanky. Phillies by 2, Buddy Hield for just not by 2, for 4 threes.
Yeah.
Plus 946.
There we go. We're basically 10-1.
Basically 10-1, which is fun.
Basically 10-1.
Basically. Chat, you guys, again, there's about 5 minutes of bag fumbling that you can go back and clip later if you want to. Yeah, Buddy Hield minus 1.5. There you go, Jamie Easy. That's the last leg.
No.
All right, I locked it in. Plus 946. There it is on the screen, or it was on the screen. Bing, bong, bang. All across all the leagues today, chat. And not in every game. We didn't do. Oh yeah, in every game.
Every game.
Every game and the MLB
Mhm.
and the baseball. So
The baseball.
the baseball. Great stuff, chat. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out for your BetSPRESSO today. Hope you guys have a fantastic Thursday. Enjoy these games tonight. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back with the double dip for you guys tomorrow. Mr. Betts will be live with Mr. Marcio in the AM at 11 Central or 11
Up your
Eastern,
units.
10 Central.
Smacking bets of the day. 1-0 all time. Just saying. People are talking.
People are talking. You guys can use the intro now too. Anytime you talk
Exactly. Let's go.
about it. Go for 2-0 tomorrow.
You
I
know it.
want to see Colby do the churro because he said he doesn't like it very much, so I have to deal with his. You can deal with
Ooh,
his
yeah,
face
I'm definitely
eating
going
the
to make him
churros.
do that.
There you go.
Seems like an interesting flavor.
Mhm. I might do one on Sauce Team tomorrow too. We'll see. Find out.
Let's go.
V received his, I think, too. So we can. Although V is already struggling with making mouth noises throughout the show, I don't know if we can handle him having a bunch of seeds in his mouth. the whole
You're
time.
getting his review in August.
2026.
They'll be
2026.
expired by the time he gets to him.
Yeah, facts. No, WV. Everyone give V a big air hug because he's struggling right now. Yeah, it's by his own accord, but whatever. Chef will not pull back on it. Chef is just straight in.
Why do I have no clue what we're talking about? But okay.
Great.
The Celtics.
Celtics?
Oh, that's what it is? Oh, okay.
The series hasn't started yet, right? Boston would know when it starts. They would
know.
show up and win at least one game at home, right?
He pretty much, I will say he pretty much called that last night because our lay was hurting. They were up 20. I was like, all right, this game's over. And he's like, no, it's not over. And then they ended and they lost. And I was like, you're right. Now the game's over.
We were watching it live on playback. It was very sad to watch V's face while this happened. Took two, but
all the emotions.
All of them. Yeah. Gerald asked me to send the clip of it, and
sadness is only one emotion, Chags.
Only one, only a singular one. Thanks for a big. I didn't say this earlier. Big thanks to our sponsors at BetOnline. You guys can go get funds in your account with that QR code above Shaggy's head right there. Big thanks to Smackin' Seeds. Go check that out. Go follow all these goats on the screen. Go follow all of us at Your Betting News. Go peep all the free content we have at bettingnews.com. We're going to have so much more new fun stuff moving on through the summer. We're going to bring trivia back in the summer. We're going to bring the podcast back in the summer. Vibes are high. It's going to be great. Boys, anything else before we hop up on out of here?
System play tomorrow. Royals at home, plus 104 on BetOnline. That line's going to move. That's the only book with plus money right now. So go snag it. Royals Friday nights at the K. I'll scribble about it tomorrow.
In the pocket. Look at that. Oh, there's no balloons. I'll give you balloons.
No, I know. What's the deal? Is it this?
What the heck?
There we go.
Hey.
There's the balloons.
There it is. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. You guys came for the winners and you stayed for the vibes. Have a fantastic Thursday. Enjoy the games tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy, chat. Peace.
What you know about rolling down in the down in the
Now I know we all be loving this shit right here.
rolling.
What you gonna do?
Rolling.
What you gonna do?
Down in the rolling.
What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit.
What you know about